Okay, so this is the floor. As you look at it, this is the ground floor of the apartment. I've excused the dust and everything else, everything's been moved out. So, as you look, that is the entrance door as you come into the apartment. And as you look at the floor in the hall, you'll see that there's a patch there. Where is it? Where's my finger? There. So this is a slightly larger area. You can see it now. It's more sort of stands out more. That area there was taken out because we found that the water was pooling from the rest of the different rooms in the apartment, and it was flowing to the lowest point in the apartment, which this is. So as a result of that, this was the first area that collapsed, and subsequently you can see the cracks in the chipboard flooring. I'll put my finger there so you get an idea of how wide these cracks are. Yeah, that's my little finger, and I've got quite chubby little fingers, so that's the size of the cracks in the floorboard. We've got cracking around here as well, so all of this has got to come out. As you can imagine, looking at this, all these walls here have got to be removed, the doors have got to be removed, the walls round the spiral stairs possibly have to be, no, they will be removed, because this constitutes the ground floor and the flooring into the bathroom goes into there. This plinth here will have to be removed. In short, everything's coming out. Everything's coming out. These walls here, I think the walls there will remain. I won't go too fast because I'll make you all sick. Somebody's doing that to the day. And as you come into the bedrooms, okay, this is the first bedroom. You can see, sorry, the first bathroom. You can see there again, we've got cracks on the floor again. Let me just get the light on for you a second. Right, so as you can see in here again, we've got a similar thing. So the whole of the flooring is going to have to come out here, and the same here. As we wander around, you'll see that there's less cracks, so it didn't pool as far. As we look back at the door, you'll see the area there where there's a lot of damage, so it pooled. Actually, it started in here, so that's where the cold water cylinder was, and that's where all the water first gathered, and then it pooled and ran all under the floor in this area here. Come around here, it also pooled in this area here where the door was, so it came under these units here, came all the way around here, and it pulled up to about this extent. If you look where the window is, it didn't go as far as that initially when I checked it, and I'll see if I can find the files which show where it pulled. It pulled all under that area there, so there was a lot of moisture under that floor there. It then came round, as you can hear the door frame sticking as well, and that's a result of the expansion from all of the moisture. Sorry, the doors sticking, not the door frame. It then pulled, came all the way down here, under the floor this is, so this is not in the surface. As we look at the rear bedroom, you can see that it came, or should I say, using the protometer, I measured or took up a measurement of where the water is. And bearing in mind as well, when you use it using a moisture meter, a protometer especially, this just gives, it's calibrated to a wood moisture content, okay? So it can only give it an indication of where the water is, or where dampness or moisture is. It's not an actual reading because it's calibrated for wood moisture content, not other materials. Luckily this is chipboard, I suppose you could call it wood, it's reconstituted wood. So anyway, it flooded, came all the way around here, under the floor, bearing in mind. There was some surface water, but the majority of it went under the floorboards. So if you look there where the edges are, in the airing cupboard, there was no trim like that, and the water just went then behind the floorboard and then pulled under the floors. Whether or not there should have been something there like that, I really don't know, and I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just looking at what's happened now. As you look in this room here as well, it pulled around here. There's damage isn't so bad, to be honest, in this room, so it's not too bad. And so there is a bit of springiness in the floor. I don't know if you can tell, and I just jumped up and down. So this is where it pulled around. Also, as you come around here, this is where the back of the spiral stairs is. So as you look at that, that's the back of the spiral stairs there. That wall there has got to come out. All of this stuff has got to come out as well. All of the flooring around here has got to come out. These units here, they've got to come out as well. If you come around here and you look at the flooring, all of this has got to come out. The reason we say that, you see those lines there? That's just chipboard, and what the builder has done is he's used a router just to give it a groove, just to give it a different finish. Usually that would just be a very tight joint there, like a hairline joint. So he's done that just to break it up. Now, the only problem with this stuff is it's tongued and grooved. So you go tongue or a groove down that edge there, and then when you get to the end of the board, which is say here, you've got another tongue and groove as well. All of the boards grooved down the edge on both edges. So if you pull one of these out, which isn't an easy thing to do, you've got to replace the lot. And that's the nature of tongue and groove floorboarding. And if the also sometimes people, what they do, they might use glue along these joints as well. So they might run glue along there and glue along there as well. So if these are glued in place, they're going to be quite difficult to get out. Hence the reason if you take one out, you've got to take the lot out. You haven't got to do that, but it's very hard to get all of the flooring to knit back together. This is a floor which hasn't been fixed, okay? So basically it's a floating floor. Now then, if you start to then fix individual boards or to cut out individual boards, it's no longer a floating floor. As you can see there, they've screwed this back down onto the battens. So in theory, this floor is linked, but you know it's not as neat as it. You know, you can see the screws there, and you wouldn't want that all over the finished product. So this was just a temporary panel which was cut out so that they could look under the floor and see the condition. I think at the time when we looked, there was fungus under there, or mould, not fungus, sorry, there was a bit of mould. And that's due to how much moisture content was underneath the floor. Anything above 22%, if you've got a moisture meter, anything above 22%, you're going to find that you're going to get rotting. And when we put the moisture meter on this floor, it was completely saturated. It went up to 1,000. So it was inevitable that the floor was going to be, start to deteriorate. That said, this has been like this for I think 2.5, 3 years now. So this is how long it's taken. Someone came in, had a look at this, took this panel out. They used a spoon to shovel the chipboard out because it was that fine. It had completely deteriorated. And yeah, so that's what's left of it. They put a little patch in there. And then we had to go back and discuss things with various insurance companies and builders. And we're at the point where the work is going to start. So I am a very happy man. Look, very happy that the work's getting done, sorry. And it's going to start on Monday. No, is it Sunday? Friday, they come in on Friday. Apologies for the day. So they come in on Friday, and I might come in after the weekend just to see what they've done. Probably they're just going to be cutting the power off. There is no gas up here. So it's going to be electricity, probably water, and then they've got to start doing a soft strip of the building, taking everything out. So that's it really. This is Neville Douglas, and I'm signing out, and I'm going to go get some breakfast. I'm having eggs Benedict this morning. I'm going to try it myself.